What's up YouTube? It's Elijah Wan Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K24 New Gen Center build video. And today we are going to be bringing you guys a 7-foot bulldozing slashing 5. Now this build is like as if Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal had a baby. Now Shaq was 7'1", Dwight was about 6'9", 6'10", so this build is about 7 feet tall, so somewhere in the middle. But you're gonna get the brute physicality of Shaq with the insane athleticism of Dwight Howard, and you can absolutely dunk on everybody with this build. And then once again with this build, I've been averaging another 20 and 20 in the rec center and on extremely efficient shooting as well too. I believe I'm at 67%. And I will give you guys some tips and tricks throughout the video and the gameplay, and we do have a nasty 35-point and 20+ rebound rec center gameplay once again. And I am still learning how to use the driving dunk meter. It's definitely not as forgiving this year as it was last year, so I'm still trying to figure that out, but once I do, this thing is going to turn into an absolute monster, and I've been having so much fun of it. And if you want to make a center that can just absolutely dunk on everybody and hold its own everywhere else, this one's for you. And I am going to show you guys two different versions of this build. One that I made for content purposes with no pass accuracy because I wanted to try out the 91 driving layup with gold slithery finisher and we could get Giannis layup package, and the other one which is going to be the best version of the build, which gets pass accuracy at 68 for bronze break starter. But anyways, let's get into the first version of this build, the one that I made for it, and then after that I will quickly show you guys what you can do in order to get some pass accuracy on this build. If I wasn't a content creator, I probably would make the second build because it is better, more well-rounded, and it should absolutely play the same. You'll still be able to dunk on everybody, but this way you can throw some fast break outlet passes and you'll get some nice easy assists, and it could easily be a triple-double machine. So of course we're making a center 7 feet tall. That's what you want to go with, and you want to drop the weight to 250 pounds. And of course you want that max wingspan. It goes a long way on a center build. It's just better for more intangibles with the rebounding, blocks, everything like that. And we are going to 250 pounds. As you can see, the strength, we want 92 for that gold bulldozer, and we don't want to go any more. We want to make it optimal to get the most attribute points we can to spread elsewhere. So click continue. So for our close shot, we're going to go up to a 90. This is going to get us gold fast twitch, which is going to be extremely crucial, especially for an inside build. It would be nice to get Hall of Fame on this especially, but you have to go to a 98 close shot or a 99 standing dunk, and we wouldn't be able to get the other ratings that we would want on this build. And for the driving layup, we are going to max this out to a 91, so we are going to get that gold slithery finisher on this version. Now this version that I'm first showing you is the one that I made, and I'm not putting pass accuracy on this because I wanted to try out the gold slithery finisher along with the Giannis layup package. Again, if I wasn't a content creator, I would probably make the second version where I drop the driving layup to a 77 and we get a 68 pass accuracy. And the build should play pretty much the same. You're still gonna have your nice finishing inside, your dunking, and if you activate that slashing takeover with the 77 driving layup, you're gonna absolutely finish everything. But doing that 91 driving layup, we got a ton of Hall of Fame finishing badges in here, and to go with the ratings that we're going to get in the other categories, it's extremely nice, and we will get gold fearless finisher as well. And for our driving dunk, you want to go up to an 89, so that I believe unlocks 2-foot contact dunks, which is like basically pro driving contact dunks version 2. So we do get driving contact dunks on this build. Now I wanted to see it 7 feet tall if I went minimum weight, max wingspan, if I could get the next category, which I believe is a 93 driving dunk rating, and we are not able to get that on a 7-footer. And I wanted to try out the gold bully badge as well too, so this was the optimal weight as well too. And for our standing dunk, we're gonna get elite big man contact dunks on this absolutely, so put that standing dunk to a 90. We are going to get gold fast twitch, rise up, and precision dunker along with that as well. Post control, you can leave that at a 55. Mid-range, you can also leave that at a 50. No three-pointer, this is an inside build. And free throw, we are going to go up to a 65. It's not as greenable as it was last year, honestly, so if you can get a little bit more free throw, definitely go ahead. If you want to do this build a little bit differently, totally up to you, but you still can green it. I just really have to find a better jump shot. I am trying out Kobe Bryant at the moment. I'm a little hit and miss with it, but still, you'll probably shoot about 70% from the free throw line with this, so it's pretty accurate to its attribute rating. So like I I said, for the version that I made for content purposes, I did not increase my pass accuracy. But again, I will show you guys in the second version of this build how to get pass accuracy on it. But what I do on both versions is I increase the ball handle up to a 62. And so increasing this to a 62, it automatically raises your pass accuracy to a 32. So you want to leave that there if you're going to make this version. But the reason I went to a 62 ball handle was because I need this to go to a 48, and we are going to get the silver big driver. And as you can see there, where it is highlighted in the right corner, it says we do need a 40 acceleration. We haven't increased our acceleration yet, but we will get enough acceleration in order to get silver big driver. And that's going to be extremely nice on an inside center. That's basically like your silver quick first step for a big man. And then all the other finishing ratings to go with it, that driving dunk, driving layup, it's going to be extremely nasty. I haven't even got to try out this build yet, the way I've increased my attributes so far, so I can't wait to try that out. It's going to be even more OP. And for our interior defense, we're going to go up to a 72. This will allow us to get silver anchor and silver workhorse as well too. Especially on these builds that have high strength, if you have good position and you can play hands up defense in pretty much anything. I've been increasing my builds up to get bronze anchor, which is a 61 interior defense and a 77 block. And I'm still able to get like maybe not 4 blocks a game, but I've been having games where I'm getting 4 blocks. People are trying to mash on me. I'm playing hands up defense, but because we have that high strength and that golden movable enforcer, which is an amazing badge, we're still able to make people miss in the paint. So this 72 interior defense has been absolutely getting the job done for me. And for my perimeter defense, we're actually going to go up to a 64. All you need for bronze off-ball pest is 58, but I decreased the perimeter defense to a 58 and I put my steal to a 60, and nothing else is worth increasing. So I almost was able to max this out and get that 60 steal for bronze interceptor, but we had to drop at one point in order to get the 60 steal. But still, with this build, I wanted to be able to defend guards as well too, be able to switch everything on pick and rolls, whatever it may be. And this is also going to make it a usable build for the park, and you will absolutely dominate people in the park with this build. Absolutely. Your rebounding is going to be higher than most builds in the park. You're going to be bigger than them. You still have amazing athleticism. You can still guard guards fairly well, unless they're extremely talented at dribbling and using their speed and athleticism against you. That might be a little bit tougher, but still. So this will make it a usable 3v3 build as well. And like I said, we're going to go up to a 60 steal on this. And in the second version, unfortunately, we have to sacrifice the steal as well in order to get the pass accuracy. So that was another reason why I didn't put pass accuracy on here. I wanted to make this a nice defensive build as well, but still, even if you don't have that steal rating, this build will still play absolutely fine. And for block, we're going to go up to an 87 so we can get that silver ankler, just like I previously mentioned. So you can see it pop up right there. And like I said, I've increased this build up to bronze anchor, which only has a 77 block and a 61 interior defense, and I'm still able to get some stops. You will get dunked on here and there depending on what build they have, but still, you can get a ton of stops with this still. In our offensive rebound, we are going to go up to a 92. So if you go to 93, you can actually get Hall of Fame box out beast, but I had to sacrifice that in order to get some of the other attribute ratings that I wanted. And we also have a 92 strength, so I was like, a 92 strength and gold box out beast, that should be fine. And I have been correct so far. Even against some other builds with the 90 strength as well too, they haven't been able to swim me, and I haven't been able to swim them either, so that has been canceling out nice. So that gold level with the high strength still works fine. Defensive rebound, we're going to go up to an 85, just like the other builds as well too, and we are averaging over 20 rebounds a game once again. And we are going to have really good athleticism to go with this build, like I said, and that absolutely helps out with the rebounding, the blocking, and of course that 7'10" wingspan. The intangibles, they all matter. And for our speed, we are going to go up to a 66. And this will unlock gold chase down artist as well too. We just have to get to our vertical for that. Acceleration, we can leave that at a 51. And our strength, you want to max that out to a 92 so we can get that gold bulldozer badge just like that. That was also another reason why I didn't want to increase the pass accuracy on this for content purposes. I wanted to try out the gold bulldozer badge with the 91 driving layup. And really, this could be like a 7-foot Giannis build as well too. You can absolutely slash your way through the traffic, finish on everybody, push people out the way, and finish no problem. But at the same time, it can also play like that prime Dwight Howard. It can play like a Shaq build because we do have that brute physicality with that high strength gold bulldozer badge. It's a super fun inside center. And for our vertical, we're going to put this up to an 80. So that is going to allow us to get that gold chase down artist. So like I said, an 80 vertical and a 7-footer, you get the juice perk, mama mentality, or you pop the physicals takeover, 90 plus vertical, 99 strength, 76 plus speed to go with all these 90s finishing ratings, all the defensive stats. It's absolutely insane. So like I said, said, you're gonna get the brute strength of Shaq, you're gonna get the nice athleticism of Dwight Howard as well, and you're able to finish inside the paint, dunk over everybody. It is super fun. This is exactly what I was talking about when I said I wanted to make a 7-foot slasher with high strength physicals and be like a Dwight Howard type of build. I mentioned that in the video I dropped before 2K24. I wanted to drop something like the first center build that I did, the 7'2" glitchy glass, the 7'0" slasher like this with the bulldozer badge, and of course an Arvidas Sabonis build, which is also on the way. Then for our stamina, we're going to put the rest of our points onto here, and it's actually going to go up to a 93. You only need 92 to get that silver workhorse badge, but with the way everything else worked out, this was all that was left to put an extra point on, so we had to go with 93 stamina. So there we have it. This is the version that I made for content purposes. Like I said, I wanted the gold bulldozer to go with that 91 driving layup with the gold slithery finisher and the Giannis Antetokounmpo layup package. So now that we have everything increased, I'm going to run over the badges that this build gets. Like I said, gold fast twitch, that fearless finisher, and masher. Those are going to be very key inside badges. Even up against like 7'2" players, masher pops up. It does say improves the player's ability to finish well around the rim, especially over smaller defenders, but even if you're playing against somebody taller, this badge actually still pops up, or it has for me anyway. So no post-fade phenom or dream shake, but we do have bronze hook specialist and Hall of Fame pro touch, so you can absolutely still have your post hook shot down, no problem. And especially if you activate that slashing takeover, you're gonna get that 99 close shot, super easy to green. And especially once people realize that you can't shoot at all, they will start sitting paint and throwing their hands up. That's when you can drive in, hit a quick post hook, and then it's gonna keep them guessing, because if you do the same thing coming down the court again, hit them with the dream shake, they're gonna jump, you're gonna go into them, get a foul, and the next time they're gonna have to stay on their feet again. You can hit them with another post hook and just be an absolute problem. We do get Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, so that's only really gonna work against 7'3" if you're playing against them, so this hasn't popped up for me much at all. We do have bronze spot finder and silver whistle. And once again, the 91 driving layup, gold fearless finisher, extremely nice for that. Gold aerial wizard, I can't wait to get some nasty putback dunks with this build. I haven't yet, but that 89 driving dunk and a 92 offensive rebound, you guys know you're gonna get some absolutely sick and nasty putback dunks with this build. And we do get that gold slithery finisher. Like I said, that 91 driving layup is needed for it. We get the gold bunny, and look at all these Hall of Fame finishing badges: pro touch, two-step, float game, which is actually extremely nice. There's this little animation. I'll come down with an offensive rebound, and I usually hold R2 or the right trigger down and hold down on the analog stick, and that's how I've been getting lots of these standing contact dunks. But then he'll also do this little short floater, and the float game badge pops for it every single time, and it's actually hard to stop. I have gotten blocked on it a couple times, but still, even from like 5 feet away or something like that, he'll just throw a little nice float up and it'll go in. It's extremely nice. Like I said, Giant Slayer, and we do get the Hall of Fame scooper, spin cycle, and silver whistle. So extremely nice inside finishing badges, and at 7 feet tall with these ratings and you getting takeover, it is extremely hard to stop. That 89 driving dunk, once again, gold aerial wizard, and we will get that silver posterizer badge, which is extremely nice to go along with those elite big man contact dunks as well. And a few repeating badges as well: slithery, bunny, and we do get gold precision dunker on this. And I actually used my gold floor setter for this, so I never lose my gold precision dunker. Like I said, I'm still learning how to use this. It's a lot quicker of a meter than what it was last year is what I'm finding, and it's a lot less forgiving. So I'm still learning how to do this, but once we do, we can absolutely catch some nasty posters. Then we also get two-step and spin cycle and Hall of Fame like you just saw, and whistle. Then 90 standing dunk, which gets us elite big men standing contact dunks. We get that fast twitch, that gold rise up, which is extremely nice, gold aerial wizard, and gold precision dunker once again. So 55 post control, we do get that bronze hook specialist, which will help us out when somebody is just camping paint on us. 50 midi, that gets us absolutely nothing except for silver whistle and bronze spot finder. No 3-pointer on this build. 65 free throw, doesn't get us anything. You need that 71 in order to get that bronze free points badge, which would be nice, but we don't get anything this time. So in this version of the build, 32 pass accuracy, we're not going to get any playmaking badges. And like I said, this is why I wanted to go 62 ball handle and 48 speed with ball, so we can get that silver big driver, which is basically like quick first step for big men. Increases the chances of a blow by when attacking close to the basket. So this silver badge to go with all those finishing ratings, and if you can get in takeover as well too, man, look out below. At 72 tier defense, silver silver anchor and silver workhorse. This has been absolutely fine for me. Still averaging about 2 blocks per game. You can still disrupt a ton of shots as well too, especially with a 7-foot frame and a 92 strength. Sometimes the post moves can work, but they are very predictable. So if you jump at the right time, you can still get a contest, no problem. But sometimes you do get swam, and then when they do a post spin on you and it leaves you in a stumble animation and you can't recover. So sometimes that does happen, but for the most part, this is absolutely fine. 64 perimeter defense, that does give us bronze off-ball pest. You only need a 58, but like I said, I went down to a 58 perimeter defense, but that's all we need. And the attributes that I could put my other points wasn't worth increasing, so I ended up going up to a 64. 65 is the max, but we needed to drop a 1 point so we could get this 60 steal in order to get that bronze interceptor badge. And having a 7-foot frame with a 710 wingspan, you can definitely get some nice passing lane steals this way. An 87 block, that does give us that silver anchor. And like I said, we are going to get gold chase down artists, and especially if you unlock that physical takeover, they run a fast break, you can book it down the court, get some absolutely insane chase down blocks. It's going to be super fun. And we do get gold pogo stick to go with this as well too. 92 offensive rebound. So like I said, we're 1 point away from Hall of Fame box out beast, but I decided to sacrifice it because we have that 92 strength, which is high enough already, and this has been absolutely money for me as well too. The gold level with the high strength is absolutely fine. If you have a little bit of a lower strength, maybe you want Hall of Fame box out beast, but gold has been good for me with the 92 strength that I have. And of course that 92 does unlock the gold rebound chaser, so that's why I got that. And 85 is just a nice spot to have that 85 defensive rebound. You can get out rebounded by some builds at times. I've only played up against one 99 offensive rebound build, and he did get a few over me, but still, if you get position early, box them out, especially with that high strength and box out beast, and with your high vertical, wingspan, frame, everything like that, you can come down with so many rebounds. Like I said, averaging over 20 rebounds a game with this setup once again. And that 66 speed, that was necessary for gold chase down artist. We needed that 66 speed and an 80 vertical in order to get this badge. And it has been super fun. The amount of chase down blocks that you can get is really nasty. 51 acceleration, that does unlock that silver big driver. It is impossible to get it on gold because we cannot get a 65 ball handle, so this was optimal for that badge. And spot finder also comes with it as well. 92 strength, like I said, gold box out beast. We do get that gold brick wall to set heavy bodies, and we have that 92 strength rating, so you can absolutely set some heavy bodies and knock some people over. And 92 strength does unlock that gold bulldozer, and to go with that 91 driving layup is going to be extremely OP. We also get that gold fearless finisher that comes with strength, and we get gold immovable forcer as well, which is an extremely nice badge. I've been loving this badge a ton. And that 80 vertical to go with that 7-foot frame, 710 wingspan, and the physicality with that 92 strength really sets this build apart. So like gold chase down artist, gold pogo stick, gold rise up, gold aerial wizard, and silver posterizer all to go with this. And once again, activate those physical takeovers. You're looking at a 90 plus vertical on that 7-foot frame and 710 wingspan. And if you get Mamba mentality, everything gets boosted up, so you can go absolutely crazy. So far, I've been able to get Mamba mentality once with this build. It was absolutely insane how fast he was running up and down the court, getting every rebound. It was super fun. And then the 92 strength or 93 strength gives us that silver workhorse. So if we click X, we are going to get comparisons of Clint Capella, Greg Oden, and Mitchell Robinson. I couldn't believe Greg Oden, that was kind of crazy, but the build does come out to a glass cleaning interior threat. So same as the 7'3" toxic inside masher, same thing. If we put some pass accuracy on this, it comes out to the exact same build name, but this is what it's going to come out to. And I will show you guys how I increased my attributes first, but before we get into that, I will show you guys the best version of this build if you want some pass accuracy. So in order to get a 68 pass accuracy, we have to drop this driving layup down to a 77. So that 77 does give us that gold float game. And honestly, I haven't had too many driving layups. A lot of it has been offensive rebounds to standing dunks or post hooks, anything like that. And if I am driving, I do preferably want to get a driving dunk, but sometimes it does kick you out of the animations, so this will kick in. But still, we still have a very nice badge setup. So that's what I mean. We only get silver slithery finisher with this version, but still look at the Hall of Fame badges that we get as well still, and gold badges as well. This will still allow you to finish around the rim, no problem. It's just unfortunately, in order to get some pass accuracy, we have to do this. And actually at 78, it does unlock up 2 or 3 layup packages. I believe it's Domantas Sabonis, Joel Embiid, and Nikola Jokic. So maybe you want to go to a 78, it's up to you, but 77 does give you that gold float game. So if you want those extra layup packages, maybe you want to go to 78. But I did go to a 77 on this, but it could be a smart idea to go to a 78. So up to you. You guys can play with this however you want, but I just wanted to show you this version. So this is kind of goofy, but what we have to do is actually go to a 50 speed with ball. Just the way it worked out and the extra attribute points that we had left over, this was the only thing worth increasing. And we will actually get max perimeter defense on this version, so you can go to a 65. However, we have to sacrifice our steal all the way. And the last thing that we have to do is knock our stamina down to that 92 rating. Then we can come up here to the pass accuracy and we can go all the way up to a 68, and that will give us 99 overall. So you can get that bronze break starter. You can also get dimer, post playmaker, and relay passer. So in my mind, this is probably the better version overall because this makes it more of a complete build. And like I said, this rebounding setup to go with the physical setup, you can still get so many rebounds. Like I said, averaging over 20 plus a game, and then you can throw those full court outlet passes. You hold down the pass button, it'll chuck it down the court, and you'll be able to make quite a few of those passes with that bronze break starter. So unfortunately, we did have to sacrifice the steal and the gold slithery finisher and some layup packages as well. But if you do want that 78 driving layup, to get those extra 3 layup packages, what you could do is knock down the perimeter defense down to a 62, and then you could go 78 just like that. In my mind, it probably is worth it to get the Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, or Domantas Sabonis layup packages. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck with the big layup package. And with a slasher like this, the more options, the better. So this is what I would go with here. And this way, we only lost 3 points with the 62 perimeter defense, and this will still allow us to do pretty much everything. You can drop this to a 58. There's really nothing else that's worth increasing. Maybe you could do your free throw. You maybe get an extra couple points that way, but that's about it. But still, in my mind, you can sacrifice the 3 perimeter defense points to get those extra layup packages. I think it's worth it in my mind. But still, like I said, the finishing will be absolutely fire with this, and now you can get some nice, easy assists. You still get that silver big driver badge, and you got great interior defense, perimeter defense, all that stuff to do everything that you need. So then you can click X, click continue. And again, we're going to get the exact same shades of, except we do get Rudy Gobert in the last comparison for this, but still the main comparisons, Clint Capella, Greg Oden, Rudy Gobert, and it does come out to a glass cleaning interior threat once again. So that way you can still get your playmaking, still get your nice assists, you can still dunk on everybody, get that nasty finishing, all those rebounds, defense, and the physicals. And next up, I'm going to show you guys which attributes I increased first. So the way that I would first increase the attributes for this build, I want to max out my close shots so we can get that gold fast twitch and just be a dominant force inside already. 78 driving layups, we can get those extra 3 layup packages. Driving dunk at 89, so we can get the pro contact dunks off rip, and of course 90 standing dunks, so we can get the elite big man contact dunks off rip as well. We can leave our post control for now. That's probably going to be one of the later things that we increase, but it would be nice to get that bronze hook specialist badge, but not yet. Unfortunately, mid-range is probably going to be the very last thing that we touch. There's no point in increasing this. Free throw, unfortunately, we can't touch that right now, but for your 91 upgrade, I would probably increase this, because with the slasher, you are going to get fouled quite a bit, and you are not going to hit free throws with a 25 free throw. So it might be a bit of a struggle until you get to 91 overall, but then increase this the very next thing. We'll get to the pass accuracy after. We will increase this, but we're going to get the other categories first. So interior defense, you want to go up to a 61. That's so we can start off with bronze anchor. So you want to go to a 77 block. Now this is exactly how I increased my build. That bronze anchor will still allow you to get stops. If you get good position, you can play hands up, you can still get lots of blocks, everything like that. Offensive rebound, we're going to max that out to a 92 so we can get that gold rebound chaser. And of course, just be an offensive rebounding machine off a rip, and we are going to max out our defensive rebound, so once again we can start rebounding the ball extremely well. Speed, absolutely max that out. We're going to get that 66 speed. Acceleration, probably one of the last things with the mid-range that we're going to increase at the very end. Strength, all the way up to 92, so you can be able to get that gold bulldozer off rip as well. And vertical, max that out to an 80 so we can get those elite big man standing contact dunks. We can be able to get gold chase on artist if we can unlock that, and of course max out our stamina so we can get that silver workhorse as well. And then for the rest of the points, you want to put on the pass accuracy, which will give us a 52. That'll at least give you something for pass accuracy. It's going to be a little rough off the start as well, but that should be enough to be able to make it work. So the 91, 92 upgrades, finish increasing your pass accuracy and put some free throw on. That's probably what you want want to do, and then you can fill out your block and your perimeter defense, post control, and acceleration, speed with ball and ball handle, everything like that. And ball handle and speed with ball, it might be worth it to max these out as well, so then you can get that silver big driver. But for the 91 and 92 upgrades, probably go with your pass accuracy and free throw, and then of course interior defense and block, perimeter defense, and then ball handle and speed with ball. But the very last two things I would upgrade are my mid-range and my acceleration. And so if you made the version that I made without pass accuracy, obviously you won't put the pass accuracy points here, but you are actually able to increase your driving layup up to an 88, I believe, and then you can get the Giannis driving layup pack. So if you make my build, that's what I would do. But if you end up making the one with pass accuracy, which I'm sure most of you will prefer, then this is how I would increase it, because you're still able to be a monster on the inside with all the elite contact dunk packages, that 90 close shot so you can still finish, got your great rebounding, your bronze anchor, got a little bit of pass accuracy, and then you have pretty much maxed out physicals as well. Now I'm sure you guys will be asking what dunk packages I'm rocking on this build as well, so we'll quickly run through that. So I got pretty much all the basic ones, you know, the rim grazers, I got all the hangs, I got all the basics, I got quick drops off 2 on, I got the athletic one-handers off 2, double clutch, I love my tomahawk dunks, absolutely. I wish we could get the athletic front tomahawks, but unfortunately we don't have the rating for it. Pro contact dunks, 100%, same thing in the 1 foot moving dunks, pro contact dunks there as well too, absolutely, put those on. I got the cradle dunks, I got all the reverse dunks, I got all the hangs once again, the rim grazers, the basics, the double clutch, big man side clutches off 1, we can't get the side clutches off 1, all the tomahawk dunks that we can get, all the athletic ones that we can get, and all the windmills as well too. For standing dunks, every single one, of course, all the regulars, all the rim pulls, all the athletics, of course elite standing bigs, that's what this build's all about, and of course the pro standing bigs as well too. Signature dunks, I got on everybody's, might as well. I got Giannis, I got Daryl Dawkins, which is one of my favorite dunk packages last year, and again it is this year. I've gotten one of the animations so far, but I can't wait to get some more Daryl Dawkins dunks. They're so satisfying. We can get Scottie Pippen, we got Zion Williamson, this is like a 7-foot Zion Williamson type build kinda, except this can't shoot. Karl Malone, Dwight Howard, Draymond Green, Blake Griffin, Shaq, Ben Simmons, and Karl Anthony Towns. And we forgot to get Dominique Wilkins and LeBron James, so absolutely get those. I can't believe I didn't have those on before, actually. Absolutely, we want LeBron James and Dominique Wilkins dunk packages. I can't believe I forgot to get those. That's kind of crazy, actually. But now we got all the dunk packages that we can get, except for our alley-oops, of course. I was being able to get some nasty alley-oops. We got pro, elite, we got Zion Williamson, and we can get the pro and big contact alley-oop dunk packages as well. So there we have it. The dunk packages, how to increase this build off rip. You guys will be dunking on everybody, grabbing hella rebounds, tucking those things up the court, getting nice easy assists, and dunking all over the competition. Next up, we're going to get into some rec gameplay with a nasty 35 point and 25 rebound game. So here's the 35 point, 25 rebound, 5 assist, and 1 block gameplay on 17 of 23 from the field. So an extremely efficient game, and we are up against a 7'1" build, and I believe this might have been this guy's rebirth build, but he does average 15 boards a game, and we are able to snag 25 over him, and he is an inch taller than us, but that's why the heavy physicals and all that matters. The more intangibles that you can get, the better your build will play in my mind. That's why the 7'10" wingspan comes in handy, but a nice little cheesy post hook to get the gameplay started, and that will become your best friend. I highly recommend to try and learn those post hooks. We only get bronze hook specialist on this, but that float game badge on the gold level coming in handy, especially with the fast twitch. That's the animation that I was talking about, especially after an offensive rebound. He just has this little float, and he could do it from like 5 to 7 feet away. It's extremely nice, and I can't wait to get that badge in Hall of Fame. That is going to be super fun. Unless you guys make the version with the pass accuracy, it will only be on gold, but still, you'll be able to hit some of these nice little float badges, no problem. But like I was saying, close shot is definitely going to be your best friend with the post hooks. We only get bronze post hook specialist on this, but the Hall of Fame Pro Touch, that will absolutely help you out. Eventually, people are going to see that you shoot 0% from the 3-point line, and they will start sitting paint on you and just sitting in the paint with their hands up. If this happens, you can drive in, hit them with a quick post up, hit that post hook shot, green it. That's going to be absolutely money. It's going to give them something to think about. Now, when you come down to the next possession, you might want to hit him with the dream shake, pump fake, go up and under. He's going to jump. You'll go up into him. It's going to be a foul.
every single time. Or if they jump, you blow by them, easy layup every single time. And then they're gonna think they can play hands up defense once again, and the nice little float game badge once again. So those nice little float animations coming in super handy, and that gold and Hall of Fame badge will absolutely help with it. But a nice double-double at halftime, 12 points and 14 rebounds, and the dude we're playing against does have high rebounding, but that 92 offensive rebound and that 85 defensive rebound is extremely nice. And of course, the 80 vertical to go with it, and a 7'10" wingspan and a 7'0" frame. It is absolutely money. See right here, I drive in, post fake, post up, hit him with a nice little post hook. That will become your best friend. You got to mix up your attack if you're an inside only, and really make use and advantage of all the attributes that you have in that category. You can definitely try out the dunk meter. I do have gold floor setter. I was able to hit level 40 already. I didn't skip any levels, but if you buy the premium pack, you get so many double XP tokens. I still have like 3 or 4 or 5 extra ones. I can't exactly remember. But see, the 92 strength, guy couldn't back me down, nothing. He tries to dish it to his friend. I see him, I pick him up, get a nice little block. We don't get too many blocks in this gameplay, but as you've seen in the earlier mixtape, you're able to get blocks no problem. Like I said, that silver anchor, 87 blocks, 72 interior defense comes in super handy. And the 92 offensive rebound, if you miss like that, get your own board, go back up with it with that gold fast twitch, gold rise up if you have it. It's extremely OP. And as you see, we were catching some lobs. We can dunk it down there. Like I said, that gold rise up, it really does look like a prime Dwight Howard or a prime Shaq. A little bit of both because you get the brute physicality and of Shaq, but the athleticism of Dwight Howard. Once again, just picking it up, getting our own rebound, going back up with it. I seriously have been having so much fun with this build. Pretty much all the builds that I've made, I have had fun with. The very first build that I made is probably like the most competitive build, I would say. The 7'2" glitchy glass is absolutely insane. It is super fun and slightly comp as well too. You might get pushed around in the comp settings if the builds do have 90+ strength. That's the only thing, so it can be rough depending on who you play against, but you can definitely hold your own, no problem. And of course, the 7'3" toxic inside masher, that's OP in its own right. And this is going to be a very solid center for those of you who enjoy insides. I like to mix it up, make builds of all different play styles, and like I said before in a video that drops before 2K24, I wanted to make a 7'0" athletic slasher with high strength, that gold bulldozer badge, and really looking like prime Dwight out there catching an alley-oop lobs and another little lobs just like that. Absolutely insane, super fun build. You'll for sure be able to get 30+ rebounds in a build depending on who you're playing against. But once again, nice little and one as we're coming to the near end of this gameplay. But man, another fire build for you guys to enjoy. I really do hope you enjoy these builds that I have made for you. I have one more, and then I think I'm going to start grinding them, but let me know which one you guys would like me to grind as we get our 35th point with a nasty contact dunk. But the next build up is a 7'3" diamond 3 level threat Arvidas Sabonis build. I'm super excited. It's been very fun. A nasty post scoring stretch 5 build that, if it's your playstyle, I'm sure you guys will love it too. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit a like if you enjoyed this video, and sub if you're new. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.